Hey everybody, the Super Vader 400 here, back for another retro review, and this time I'm reviewing the second larger half of Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z. Man, before I get into the story, characters, and all of that, like I said, once again, this is a retro review channel, so you'll see more positive reviews here. You'll see more rants on Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball stuff on my main channel, Doug8798. But this is the positive stuff. Okay, brief history, of course. I first saw Dragon Ball Z in late 1997, because I didn't own my own television then, and I also didn't have cable, so, and because of the show's constantly changing time slots, I couldn't watch the show often. I slowly forgot about it until late 1998. 1 year later, I saw it premiered on. It made its grand premiere on Cartoon Network's Action Block Toonami, and from 1998 up until about late 2005, I was a huge Dragon Ball Z fan. I became more of a hater in late 2000. I've been more of a hater since late 2005, but I've still watched and enjoyed the show from time to time. I really don't care much for the fanboy rivalry anymore. So with that being said, let's get on with this review. I think the manga is way better than the anime. The anime really isn't all that good, but it is enjoyable. Some of my favorite things about the anime are the Ocean dub. I love the cast. I love Scott McNeil, Matt Smith, Mike and Paul Dobson, the Dobson brothers, Peter Kalamis, Ian Cortlet, Brian, what's the guy's name? I keep forgetting his last name, but the guy who voices Vegeta, I can't believe I forgot his name. The guy who voices Vegeta, I know his first name is Brian, but I keep forgetting his last name. But all of these awesome voice acting. When it comes to Dragon Ball Z dubs, when it comes to voice acting, the Ocean dub is unmatched. No one matches them when it comes to voice acting. Funimation has a couple of good actors, so does the Japanese dub, but the Ocean dub is the best. When it comes to music, my opinion, Ocean dub is unmatched. I love their music. It sounds something like Star Wars, The New Adventures of He-Man, which aired before this, Dragon Ball Z was dubbed, and the Turok video games. Is epic, man. Especially, I love the theme that plays when Goku arrives to save the day. This heroic music plays, and whenever something dark happens, this serial killer like music comes on. This sad serial. Whenever something dark happens in the show, then of course when it gets serious, when the plot gets serious, something like this dun, 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 plays. But going back to the hero theme goes like this dun, 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 dun. Whenever Goku arrives on the battle scene, and I can't do it, plays when something bad happens. But I love the Ocean dub, man. And thanks to Formidable Warrior and DBZ Ocean Dub Studios, I got to watch a little bit of the second part of the Ocean dub when the Ocean dub cast came back without Funimation's involvement, from episodes 108 till 276, and while not as polished as their first dub of the first 53 episodes, this was pretty good despite being rushed. The characters, they grew up with the roles. They sounded much older. What's his name? And I love the new Mega Man background, Mega Man and Monster Rancher background music. That stuff was awesome. And I love how not as much censorship in the first one. not as much censorship since they came back without Saban's involvement. Going back to episodes 1 through 53. 53. Then of course, after that it was after that, of course, in '99, the Ocean Dub cast left, and Funimation hired people from off the street, to dub the rest of the series. And this right here, this really wasn't good, but I grew up with it, and I love several tracks like Bruce Faulkner, and I love several of the voice actors like Sean Schimmel, Sonny Strait, the guy who does Android 17's voice, he does Hiei and Yu Yu Hakusho. The woman who does Android 18's voice, Damian Clark, who does Cell. And I think his name is Jason David Frank, the guy who does Boo and Raditz in the redub of the first 68 episodes. Who does Super Boo. And so yeah, there is some, while the Funimation in-house dub isn't that good, there is some good stuff about it. And around the Majin Buu saga, it got a little better. Around Majin Buu saga and Dragon Ball GT, the Funimation dubs got better. And of course, the DVD, the remastered dub of the remastered version of Dragon Ball Z, which is this right here. This was also pretty good. The only thing I hate about this is that it was kind of bland, but I love the Japanese audio mixed with English dialogue. I love the more serious dialogue versus the more cartoonish dialogue of the last two dubs. The Ocean dub and the Funimation in-house dub. And I love the uncut gore and violence from the Japanese version is restored, and I love how the Japanese audio is included, which is the next thing we're going to talk about, the Japanese version of Dragon Ball Z. While I think it's overrated, I do enjoy it. I do enjoy some of the voice actors, and I love some of the tracks, like the Het Chala song, the fight song, and the recap music song. I also love the remastered animation. I love the remastered animation, which actually makes it look like it came out today. The show came out today, so as much as I like to criticize my reviews for Dragon Ball Z for having dated animation, this and the Dragon Box, which came after this, look even more updated. And then of course, that's Dragon Ball Z. Now that was dubs and music and stuff, let's get on to the plot. Of course, I thought the Saiyan and Frieza sagas were, for the most part, awesome. I have problems with those, but I thought those were awesome. I thought I loved the Goku and Piccolo teaming up to stop this new mysterious alien warrior named Raditz, who came inside a pod from space, incapacitated or killed a former, quickly found Goku and told Goku, pretty much laid down everything for Goku. Laid down everything for Goku, telling him that he is part of a dead race. He is part of a race of space pirates called the Saiyans, and he was sent to Earth to destroy it when he came of age. But of course, he ended up bumping his head, and from that point on, he became a loving, innocent boy. Goku's character, in my opinion, was kind of bland, so this is when they were trying to do something with the character, giving him more of a purpose, and also giving him a wife, giving him a son, and giving him a rival in Vegeta. And of course, you learn his ultimate purpose was to bring down Frieza in the Frieza sagas. Problems I have with this, other than minor plot holes here, is Goku finally letting Frieza go. In my opinion, that was crappy development. He didn't learn anything from Ginyu or anything from the previous sagas. Then we get to Cell Saga, Android and Cell Saga. This saga was okay, but kinda terrible. I thought the first part with the androids with Jiro and 19, I thought that was terrible, because first off, they allowed the androids to be released, and they didn't do any real training. Like, I'm talking training in the hyperbolic time chamber in that time. 3 years, despite the fact that Trunks as a Super Saiyan couldn't beat the androids. And of course, I don't understand how Dr. Gero, a guy who implanted himself with cybernetics but never trained a day in his life, is somehow strong enough to incapacitate Yamcha and strong enough to beat all the Z fighters. And Android 19 is strong enough to give the Z fighters a normal form. Goku, even with a heart virus, should have pwned Android 19, and Vegeta. They should not even be able to turn They should not even have to turn Super Saiyan to defeat them, which is why they added Android 17 and 18. The first two, those were a fat man and a geezer. How's that threatening? Then of course they added Android 17 and 18. This was much better, but still, how is two ordinary humans equipped with cybernetics stronger than Frieza and all the Z fighters who have godlike power and had who trained in dimensions, trained with God and stuff? How is that how are they stronger than what's his name? Even if they were to duplicate their moves, they can't duplicate their training or experience. So how is that powerful? But I did love Android 17 and 18. I usually forgive this because 16, 17, and 18 were awesome characters. So was Future Trunks. The only thing I don't like about this is Vegeta. Future Trunks is the only thing I like about the crappy Bulma and Vegeta relationship. Yeah, I don't like Vegeta. I don't like Vegeta, but I've said that many times on my Doug8798 channel. Then of course, I love the middle part with Cell when Piccolo and Android 17, after their awesome fight, when they teamed up to try to fight Cell. I didn't like Piccolo being taken out so easy, and then after this he became useless for the rest of the series. But I love the entire fight between Android 17, between Piccolo, Android 17, Android 16, and even Tien Shinhan versus Cell. That whole struggle right there. Then of course Vegeta comes, lets Cell becomes perfect, and by this point, even though I like the Cell games, I really don't care about the Cell games at that point as much as I love Perfect Cell and Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. I hate the fact that Gohan in the end still needed Vegeta's help to destroy Cell when he was owning him just episodes ago. And of course I didn't like Goku sacrificing himself and blowing up and killing King Kai in the process. I also not like him rejecting the wish and choosing not to come back to Earth. That was pretty damn selfish, so he can go to the other world and fight. Then we get to the Majin Buu saga, which in my opinion this was the worst arc of the the earlier parts when they were on Babbi's ship, and I guess Gohan was in high school with Great Saiyaman stuff. That stuff was good, but Goten, Trunks sucked. As much as I love Gotenks, Vegito, and Gogeta, who's actually in a fusion movie based on the Buu saga, loosely based on the Buu saga. I thought all of those were jokes because they were for the most part useless. Gotenks wasted the 30 minutes, and Vegito had to go inside Buu to rescue the boys. So all those fusions were pretty much pointless, and just to see some pointless, over the top cheesy fighting. And Goku and Vegeta pretty much causing the release of Majin Buu makes me not care about anything in the Buu saga. And Majin Buu, while I like the Super Buu and Kid Buu forms, Majin Buu was just a weak character to me. He was just the same thing we've seen before, just more scarier, more deadly, and more dangerous. But you need to do more than that to make the villain more appealing. To me, I thought his character was weak, and I thought his backstory sucked. That's my opinion. And Battle of the Gods, I'm not even talking about that. That was the worst thing ever. I'd rather watch all these sagas again before I watch any more of that garbage. And speaking of sagas, I thought the Garlic Jr. saga sucks. That sucks so bad. I don't remember it, but it is good for nostalgia, and I'd rather watch that over Battle of the Gods. The Otherworld Tournament saga, I love that saga, but that really wasn't all that good either. There were plot holes, but there were some awesome fights, and I enjoyed the characters. Pikkon, some of the Otherworld warriors like Pikkon and Oli Blue and that Bulk guy, that PyCon beat. But this right here was this right here wasn't memorable. That's the problem I have with that, since I'm much closer to the manga now. This filler stuff isn't memorable. And speaking of filler, I also love the awesome filler episode where Tien Shinhan, Chaozu, Yamcha, and Krillin used their dreamlike bodies to go to the Vegeta of the past and fought two legendary Saiyans. I love Nappa and Vegeta stopping on the bug planet Ariela before they hit Earth to give you a demonstration of what the Z fighters will be facing when they fight the Saiyans. And of course, I love the episode where right before they land on the real Namek, they get stuck on a spaceship with these kids with guns who survived Frieza's onslaught. I thought that was an awesome episode, and I love the other episode where they get stuck on fake Namek before they finally hit the real Namek. Like I said, awesome stuff here. Well, this was my review of the original Dragon Ball Z. Alright, I may review some of the other animated films and stuff, but this right here was my review of Dragon Ball Z. Alright, the Super Vader 400 out.